Welcome! In this video, we are going to explore 301 redirects. Learn how to understand and manage website redirects for a better user experience and search engine optimization. A 301 redirect is a permanent HTTP status code. It informs browsers and search engines that a web page has been permanently moved to a new location. It transfers approximately 90 to 99% of the ranking power from the old URL to the new URL. Here's an example of an HTTP response header. The server responds with the following: HTTP 1.1301 moved permanently. The location indicates the new URL, which is https://newsite.com/new-page. The content type is text/HTML, and the cache control is set to public with a maximum age of 315,360,000 seconds. There are several scenarios where using 301 redirects is essential. First, when you are changing your domain, if you're moving your website to a new domain but want to maintain the same content structure, a 301 redirect is the way to go. For example, if you're moving from oldsite.com to newsite.com. Second, when you have a URL structure change, if you are reorganizing your website's URL structure or permalinks for better organization, use a 301 redirect. For example, if you are changing from site.com/old-category/page to site.com/new-category/page. Third, when you have content consolidation, when you merge multiple pages into a single, more comprehensive page, you should use 301 redirect. An example of this is when you combine multiple product variants into one page. Fourth, when you have HTTPS migration. When moving from HTTP to HTTPS for improved security, use a 301 redirect. For example, if you are changing from http://site.com to https://site.com. There are several ways to implement 301 redirects, depending on your server environment. If you are using Apache, you can use the .taccess file. To redirect a single page, you can use the redirect directive followed by the 301 status code, the old page URL, and the new page URL. To redirect an entire domain, you can use the rewrite engine, rewrite cond, and rewrite rule directives. The rewrite cond directive checks if the HTTP host matches the old domain, and the rewrite rule directive redirects all requests to the new domain. If you are using Internet Information Services, also known as IIS, you can use the web.config file. Within the system.web server section, you can add a rewrite rule to redirect requests from the old page to the new page. The match element specifies the old page URL, and the action element specifies the new page URL, and the redirect type as permanent. Here are additional implementation methods for 301 redirects. If you are using Nginx, you can configure redirects directly in your Nginx configuration file. Within the server block, you can use the location directive to specify the old page URL, and then use the return directive to redirect to the new URL with a 301 status code. To redirect an entire domain, you can use the return directive with the $request_URI variable to preserve the original request URI. You can also use PHP to implement 301 redirects. Use the header function to set the HTTP 1.1301 moved permanently header, followed by the location header with the new URL. Then, call the exit function to stop further script execution. For dynamic redirects based on the old URL, you can use the str_replace function to replace parts of the old URL with the new path, and then use the resulting URL in the location header. Here are some best practices for implementing 301 redirects. First, map URLs properly. Ensure each old URL redirects to the most relevant new URL with similar content. Never redirect all pages to your home page. Second, update internal links. Update all internal links to point directly to the new URLs instead of relying on redirects to handle internal navigation. Third, avoid redirect chains. Keep redirects to a maximum of 2 to 3 hops. Long redirect chains slow down page load and diminish search engine optimization value. Fourth, monitor redirects. Regularly check redirect performance using tools like Google Search Console to identify and fix any broken redirects. Fifth, use cache headers. Set appropriate cache headers for redirects to improve performance and reduce server load. Sixth, document changes. Maintain a comprehensive record of all redirects implemented, including dates and reasons for the changes. Here are some common mistakes to avoid when implementing 301 redirects. First, using 302 instead of 301. Using temporary, that is, 302 redirects for permanent changes can prevent search engines from transferring link equity. Always use 301 redirects for permanent URL changes. Second, redirect loops. Creating circular redirects where pages redirect back and forth, causing infinite loops. To solve it, test redirects thoroughly and maintain a clear redirect map. Third, not preserving URL parameters. Failing to maintain important URL parameters during redirection, losing tracking data or user preferences. Include necessary URL parameters in redirect rules. Fourth, redirecting to irrelevant content, that is, redirecting users to pages with completely different content than what they were looking for. Map redirects to the most relevant replacement content. To ensure your 301 redirects are working correctly, it's essential to monitor and test them regularly. Several tools can help you with this process. Google Search Console helps you monitor crawl errors and redirect chains. Screaming Frog helps you bulk test redirects and identify issues. HTTP Status provides a quick individual redirect testing. To make sure everything is working smoothly, follow this monitoring checklist. Conduct regular audits to check redirect performance monthly. Implement error logging to track 4.0 for errors and broken redirects. Monitor search engine optimization impact to keep track of rankings and organic traffic. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.